Now with 100% more ducks. Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here, and I'm in the Void world because we're going to talk a little about automating Botania. Specifically, we're going to be talking about the Runic Altar and automating that. In a previous video, I showed off how to automate the Petal Apothecary, and there it is in its simplicity. Go ahead, check it out. But we're going to go ahead and talk about the Runic Altar and how we can automate it. This is not the only way to automate it. I think this is probably one of the cheapest ways of automating it, and very simple. So stuff to get it going: autonomous activators, Runic Altar, the transfer node from extra utilities. You know, we're using AE, so we need an interface, some sort of chest to store stuff, and then conduits to move items around, and an open crate at the top. Pretty simple. So let's take a look at what all we need for this. Some sort of storage device. I'm going to use a gold chest, and I'll explain why later. We need 2 autonomous activators. And then from Botania, we need an open crate, a Runic Altar, a Wander the Forest, and then we need some sort of conduits. I'm going to go with the Ender IO item conduit and the basic item filter. Anything that you can filter with is good. We do need, for this build at least, the transfer node from extra utilities with the world upgrade and its filter, so we can suck the item back in. That works very nicely. There's other methods, but don't care. We need an interface and a solid. Doesn't really matter what it is. What I'm not really going to count as part is cabling to get to your piece, because you're setting that up. Power, because you know how to do that. And then getting the mana to your system, you know how to do that too. So that's not a big deal. So let's go ahead and grab all these bits, and let's make this beast. Alright, so first things we want to do is, since, you know, hello AE, we need to cable this out. So we'll go right there and we'll slap our interface here. Let's go ahead and put our chest next to that. Nope. Shift click to put the chest there. And for right now, I'm going to go ahead and put my solid right next to the interface, like that, and I'm going to put the Runic Altar underneath, and then I'm going to go ahead and put my autonomous activator. And unfortunately, the way it's set up, you either need a wrench to get it working right, or, you know, place some block below it and then put the block on top, and you can see it's now facing the way it needs to go. Well, in this case, we'll do it wrenchless. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and wrench it. Where's my wrench? I don't have a wrench. Let's get my wrench. There's my wrench. Come here, wrench. And any wrench. This happens to be the AE2 wrench. Alrighty, so we have the 2 autonomous activators pointing in, and this bottom one, let's configure it real quick. We want to set it for first slot only. And let's go ahead and dump in the Wander the Forest that we have there. Really doesn't matter whether it's function mode or bind mode. No matter. We don't need anything else on here. It just needs to run, right click. That Wander the Forest, when you are running, the very first thing you need to do, you need to click it twice. When you dump your items onto the Runic Altar, you need to right click it to start the process, and when it's all done, you need to right click it to finish the process. So this just spams right clicks of the Rune of the Forest. Done. This bad boy over here, we're going to go ahead and put first slot only, right click. Let's set it up so that it will receive from the top. And then we need to fill this stuff here with non-stackable junk. So let's take a look at non-stackable junk that I can see on the interface right now. I don't really see anything cool, so record. There. These are non-stackable. Signs are non-stackable. Anything like that that's non-stackable would be fine. You could also name items, because then they are non-stackable as well. The whole purpose is we want this to be processing a single item at a time. That's all we're going to allow it to do. So, and by having this here, it prevents other items from flopping in. It's a big mess. We don't want to do that. So, That is good there. Let's put the open crate on top here, and we can go ahead and connect our item conduits. So one there, one there. That is going in, and we need a basic item filter. And this one down here is also inserting, and we need a basic item filter in that. This is extracting, and let's set that. One thing I need, living rock. We need a piece of living rock, and we come back here. Alright, so we are going to be dropping living rock from the top, so only living rock will come in through here. And down here, let's put the living rock there, but we are going to blacklist it. Now, living rock won't go here, but will go there. Done. That's all we need the living rock for, so you go away. Let's see, we need to hook up the transfer node. Let's go ahead and set that up right now. Boop, and boop. Alright, so that is in place. At this point it doesn't know what to do, so we can program that. Let's say Rune of Mana, that's what I've been playing with. Let's take our item filter. If you just right click it in the air, you can place items in, and I'm going to say if there's a Rune of Mana, that it can grab. Everything else it will ignore. So let's put that filter in, and we need at least one world interaction upgrade to go on top of that. Alrighty, at this point we need to, well, we can get rid of that solid, because that's just temporary. That solid needs to be there. So this prevents items from flying out. You can, because there's a little gap here and that can cause things to fly out, you could, if you really wanted to, slap a few more solids down there to stop them from flying out, but it depends on what you care about. Over there I used the little chiseled glass covers, and I like that, but we'll just go with the solid. So this is pretty much set up. We do need power. So let's go ahead and grab some power. In this case, I'm just going with a massive creative thing, because I don't care how you get the power here to power these two. Doesn't matter. And you can see they're charging up just fine. Next, we need to get the mana to this. And again, I really don't care how you get the mana to it. I'm going to go like this, because I'm silly. Let's see, since it's down here, I'm going to go ahead and stack up things down here. Let's, alright, and I'm going to put my mana pool right here, and on this, let's go ahead and I'm in bind mode, so this is focusing there, and then for extra fun, we'll put on a lens there. It's a combination of velocity and potency, and rainbow tinted because it makes it look cool. So that's just firing mana into there at about the fastest clip you really can. You could have multiples of these, but we're good to go. Stop that. See, anything that falls on it, no, not that one. Let's clear off my interface. Shift right click to get that back. So this is ready to go as far as a recipe is concerned. If we take a look at this one, let me go ahead and grab this pattern out. And this pattern is set to create one rune of mana. Let's turn this here. So we can take a rune of mana, and all it requires is a mana pearl. There's my mana pearl. And 5 of the mana steel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ingots. That's all it needs, plus the living rock to finish it up. So that's how you go ahead and create the pattern, and I've already got that right here. 1 mana pearl, 5 mana steel ingots, 1 living rock makes the rune of mana. And any of the runes that you need to create, so here's the rune of mana, any other of the runes, even with the runes that require runes, as long as you just program them in, and these are already programmed as well, you just define them and it'll make them for you, and it'll make the stuff that you need to make the stuff that you need, if you understand what I'm saying. talking about reason why I had that gold chest. If we take a quick look here at the interface terminal, it now shows up as gold chest, and so that would show up at the top, and we can put our rune right in there. There's the pattern. And so if we come in here and say, give me, 5 more of these, I got all the bits, start. And if we just come over here, you can see that it's not working because I forgot one critical thing. This right here, blocking mode. Turn it to do not push crafting items if this interface already has stuff in it. And then you can laugh at me for having messed up as much as I did here. So let's grab all these items back up. And the living rock. Give me the last. Are you still shoving stuff in? Oh, stop it. Cancel. Alright, so after we laugh at Grok for messing up here, let's grab all these items back. Very, very critical. Must make sure that the interface is set to do not push crafting items. That way one item is here and one item is here. That makes it work. So we'll dump all this junk back in. And let's try that again. Take 2. We're going to do this perfectly because you never noticed that I messed up before. So, running over here, you can see the items are getting dropped in, and we'll hear there's the sound of it starting and finishing, and there's starting the next, and the items are slowly dropping in. Start, finish. With this here, it's really fast, and so it just chews through these very quickly. The one thing you will notice is you will get a lot of living rocks dropped in here that'll be just kind of kicking around. Not a problem. As long as your whole process takes less than 5 minutes, then it won't despawn and you should be fine. Smaller batches will take care of it. It works. As you can see, it works pretty dang fast, pretty nicely. Improvements, the more mana you pump into here, the faster it's going to craft. You put a couple more world interaction upgrades and some speed, and that can improve how fast that sucks that back up. But yeah, that really works. One other thing that you can do, this interface is being named by the chest that's next to it, but this interface is not, because if we take a quick look at my list of interfaces, it's listed as Runic Altar. That's because I took my interface, went to my anvil here, named it Runic Altar, and then used that over here. In fact, if we right click, you can see the title is there. That way, it tells me inscribers are over back there, the Petal Apothecary, the Runic Altar, they are all named for what they do. So, yeah, it works. It works pretty nicely. Is it the only way to automate this stuff? No, there are other methods of automating it, but I think that's pretty dang simple. Steve Factory Manager can do this really nicely, but you have to fiddle with all those recipes. Whereas I figure, hey, we're already using an ME system. We already know how to program the recipes in there. Why not use it? So I did. This has been Grok the DuckFarmer here, showing you how to make this Runic Altar automation with the ME. Thanks for watching. Bye.